Hi, my name is Erin and I started art by Erin Safford. How many of you are pet owners? Now, how many of you have had a beloved pet that you cherish like a member of the family? For me and the customers I serve, pets are part of the family and they're just as important as a child. Have you ever wondered how much North Americans spend on their pets? On average, dog owners spend $1,200 a year, while cat owners spend $900 on non-essential pet products. This is only a small portion of a $70 billion industry. My name is Erin Safford, and I give pet lovers the opportunity to express their eternal love for their pets in a unique and special way. I enjoy doing pet portraits, and it means more to me than any old painting. I form a connection with each one I do, and it brings me pride to bring joy to others with my talent. I was 11 years old when I was first introduced to watercolor painting by my late grandfather, Peter Safford. He was an established artist within his community of Rossay and his summer destination of Florida. At the time, I was painting two-dimensional shapes on giant sheets of paper with my craft paints, and despite that, he laid out all of his art supplies, and together, side by side, he taught me how to paint what I truly referred to as my first painting. Being my only teacher aside from myself, I give all the credit to him for where I am today. Shortly before he passed, I ventured into my own style, and this is when I started doing pet portraits. The first pet portrait I ever did was of my own dog, Cash, and to this day I truly believe that it is my best painting. My dad, being so proud of the work I'd done, took the piece into work to show all of his friends. And to my surprise, he came back with a list of 7 people who wanted to commission pictures of their pets. This is when I found my niche and first discovered my demographic: individuals ages 30 to 60 with a steady income and beloved pets. Next in my journey, I want to finish developing and publish my website to make myself available to a much greater audience and to establish myself as a successful artist. However, I do see the potential here in St. John, and to capture that market, I've been contacting local businesses and vets and pet shops and more to ask about displaying my business cards and examples of my work at their facilities. In addition to this, I hope to take part in local art shows and markets over the summer with the goal of soon opening my own pop-up art show. I ask that you share my name and story in any way that you are capable, be that by word of mouth, by telling your friends, families, colleagues, or by sharing my social media. It would all mean a lot. Thank you. 7 years ago, I first laid down a paintbrush on a piece of paper. And I know what you may be thinking, a beautiful masterpiece just flowed out. But that didn't happen until the day after. My first painting consisted of a circular cow with 4 stick legs, a square barn, and a triangle roof. And let me tell you, I couldn't have been prouder. The next day I visited my grandpa and I showed him the painting with a big smile on my face. And it was that day that we first sat down, surrounded by his art supplies, that I learned how to paint. I'm pretty sure he didn't do this because he was impressed by my two-dimensional shapes. I believe he did this because he saw something in me that reminded him of himself. Thereafter, we continued with learning sessions where he would teach me different techniques. This led to us occasionally butting heads when it came to color selection. I would often have a red door and he would have a pink/coral door, but I let it slide because that's what made them special. After only a couple sessions, I sold my first 2 paintings at 11 years old. At first, I was just painting because it was something that everybody said I was good at, but I've grown to appreciate my so-called gift and use it to bring joy to others. I take pride in my work, and I'm proud of the image that I have put forth in the local art community. I am and will continue moving forward and building the path that I walk on to get where I want to be. Since starting this program, my business has flourished. I've made so many amazing connections and given so many opportunities. I was fortunate enough to get Sarah Jones as a mentor, and earlier this semester had a discussion with her focusing on a subject that I have long had an issue with: pricing. She gave me so many helpful tips that have helped me immensely along my journey. We had a discussion about me potentially having my own pop-up shop back in May, coordinating with the local gallery hop. This was my primary goal starting out, but soon after I was offered the opportunity of a lifetime. Thanks to my fellow classmate, Abby Shanks, I was asked by her mom, Amy, the executive director of the Boys and Girls Club, to be this year's featured artist at the Taste of Maritime event held at the Marco Polo Cruise Terminal. My painting was to be auctioned off live, with 50% of the proceeds going to the Boys and Girls Club. Of course, I had to say yes to this opportunity, which unfortunately meant that the pop-up shop had to go on the back burner. I spent close to a month working on my largest piece ever, a 20 by 30 cityscape of the St. John Harbour front. This incredible opportunity was a great success, and it put my art in front of the eyes of a good portion of the population. My Facebook and Instagram were blowing up, and my original post promoting the event and my painting received 31 shares and reached over 3,700 people on Facebook alone. This was such a surreal feeling, and I could not have done it without the support of this program. And especially Mr. Van Beek, who was there the night of the auction to calm my nerves and amp up the bidders.
And it's a real thrill for me to get to introduce one of St. John's rising stars, a celebrity in the art scene. If you win the bid, and you beat me, then you'll be doing a good thing on many fronts, and you'll have a tremendous prize to show for it. Thank you very much, and may the highest bid win. Good luck.
I accomplished this goal through every aspect of the program. I am the boss of my own business, and therefore I am solely responsible for making decisions, managing my time and orders, as well as tracking my progress. I mastered this outcome through my stock market simulator assignment. In order to work the stock market, I needed to understand the charts and what they were telling me. I learned how to do stock research and how to find promising companies that were worth investing in. I enjoyed this section of the course, and I found it very useful. I chose to take this course after Miss Wood recommended me as someone who might like a course like this. And she was right. Had she not recommended my name, I probably wouldn't be here today talking to you. Prior to starting here at the Idea Center, I anticipated that I would be given the assistance and direction needed to turn an idea into a reality. The Idea Center is a creative and inspiring work environment. The majority of us walked in here without a single clue of what we wanted to do, but now each and every one of us is changing the world in one way or another. My biggest struggle has always been public speaking. I was the kind of speaker who you would swear was talking in fast-forward mode. Since starting here at the Idea Center, I have been forced out of my comfort zone. With our weekly bread program, I've been working on overcoming my fear of speaking in front of my peers, and have also learned how to formulate a proper speech. Having done this program, I now feel more confident in my ability to deliver my thoughts and ideas in a more precise and clear manner. My favorite part of this program has been being able to create something that I am fully in control of and can call my own. I can continue with it, I can take a break, I can have a major breakthrough, and all of it will always be mine. I can show someone my business, and I can proudly say that I did this, I made this happen. I've been in contact with some amazing individuals along my journey. This whole adventure wouldn't have started without the help of the amazing women at Uptown St. John. They saw something special in me, and they pushed me out of my comfort zone to do my first art show back in October. This was a huge turning point for me and gave me the confidence to move forward and start thinking of my art as an actual business. So thank you, Tracy, Nancy, and Deborah, for all of the help and support. I would also like to thank Mr. Van Beek, Miss Wood, my parents, Heather Acker, Michelle Lodge, Gary Hall, and Sarah Jones, and all of the other amazing mentors for making this happen for me, my classmates, and for students to come. The next 4 years for me will be spent at UMB studying business, but I will never stop painting. My hope is that I can be successful enough with my art business that I will not need to have a part-time job through university. This course may be ending, but I will never forget the memories and the friendships that I have made here at the Idea Center. My goal is to graduate with a degree in marketing, and I will never forget the quote that got me through this course. Facts tell, stories sell. I'm so proud of the amazing work that is being done here at the Idea Center, and I really hope that this changes the way the world looks at education. I hope that as many students as possible can take a hold of this opportunity and make the most of it. Thank you.